In this episode, we explored one of the many beautiful beaches here in La Paz and one of the most popular off-road racing events that comes here to La Paz. This is TME with Paul and Lorena. Lorena's mom, Vero, came to La Paz for her birthday, and we had driven by this place called Capac several times. We thought it would be a great place to take her for her birthday. As soon as you walk in, you are greeted with beautiful tropical environment full of plants you don't typically see in the desert. Little koi pond in here. And then Lori and them are over here. Very cool, huh? Yeah, the koi pond. Very, very nice. Good choice, Lori.
Thank you.
The entire place, from the presentation of their lattes to the koi pond, was really well done and a great spot for breakfast. The food looks amazing, Lori. What have you got?
I just got an omelette, mushroom omelette with some chilaquiles. That's it.
That's it? Okay.
Okay,
And I did my normal beans, but I've got what here is called huevos matacora, which is huevos rancheros, of course. Vero.
Hello.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Thank you so much.
It's her birthday. And what did you get?
Omelette o cotillo.
Omelette what?
O cotillo.
Omelette o cotillos. Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
there's a bagel.
Look at how thick that thing is. Oh, there's bagels underneath there? Yeah.
There's so many.
So much. Holy smokes. Awesome. That looks delicious. Mucho hambre. Oh, yes, of course she got chilaquiles. Yes. Of course. Provecho. Provecho. Provecho.
Gracias.
Let's do this. After breakfast, we decided to walk around and explore the place. They have a spot for kids to play. There is a canopy over the entire restaurant in case it decides to rain one day out of the year that rains here, I guess. It's probably more for shade than anything. We walked into the back of the restaurant where they have the greenhouse, but it was really just more seating. It's a very, very inviting space. Then there was another spot called Vivero, or nursery, where they had even more plants growing and, you guessed it, more seating. What did you think of that place, Lori?
Oh my God, it's hard to find lush in the desert, so it was very nice.
Yeah, very, very cool. Now we are off to La Playa, to the beach. So let's do it. Ready for the beach? La Playa?
La Playa.
See?
Balandra.
See? We wanted to take advantage of the beautiful weather and take Lorena's mom to a beach she had not been to yet. Playa Balandra is the most popular beach in La Paz, and if you don't get there early enough, you wind up walking like we did. All right, we were running a little late because, well, me, and now we are here and we had to park way back here. And we've got about a quarter of a mile walk into the parking lot and then probably another quarter of a mile out and around the corner.
It's okay, we're getting our 10,000 steps.
Yes, we are getting our steps in. And this is all about getting outdoors and exercising, so this is going to be kind of cool. And Vero has never been here before. Vero's primera visita. How do you say that?
Primera visita a Balandra.
Primera visita a Balandra. Very cool.
We forgot our hats. So tomorrow we look all burned, sunburned and everything. We forgot. You know what? I forgot sunscreen.
What? Oh, we are toast. We are going to be so bad tomorrow. You're kidding, right?
No.
Oh, wow. We are going to be lobstered tomorrow. We're going to do another video on just Balandra to explain how you can actually book ahead of time as well. And that way you have more of a chance of making it in because they only accept 450 people a day. If you arrive early enough, you'll get to park in the main parking lot and then you don't have far to walk at all. The main beach is just off the parking lot and that's where you'll find most of the people. Now, we hate to even mention this because very few people ever walk around the corner. But if you do walk around the corner, you'll be met with a huge beach with almost no one on it. It's our go-to spot when we go to Playa Balandra. Kind of easy to see why this is ranked as one of the most beautiful beaches in Mexico, and if not, one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. This is absolutely stunning. We claimed a spot and started setting up our shade. If you don't have one of these shades, we highly recommend them for the beach. You just lay it out on the beach, you fill all four corners with sand, put a pole under each corner, and you are good to go. Now, I will say the first time won't go as planned, but once you get the hang of it, they are absolutely awesome. We'll put a QR code on the screen so you can stop the video and get one for yourself if you'd like. Lorena could have sold 3 the day we were there because people kept asking about it.
We've made our way out to Balandra, and this place is just spectacular. If you ever make it to La Paz, you have to get out here to Playa Balandra, which is Balandra Beach, and it is spectacular. Right now it's low tide, so the water is pretty low all the way out, probably a quarter of a mile or so. You can see people all the way out here in front of me that are still only waist deep in water, so that's really cool. But it's just this beautiful turquoise water. The sand is really nice. Now today they're saying that we have to shuffle a lot because supposedly there's a lot of stingrays around. I don't see with this many people around there being stingrays, but I'm shuffling my way out here to Lori and her mom somewhere out here on the sandbar, so we'll see. As you can see, Playa Balandra is absolutely spectacular. The turquoise water all around and just beautiful. There's the birthday girl and her daughter. Well, what do you think? ¿Qué creo?
Está hermoso.
Muy hermoso.
My mom is in love with Balandra, but how could you not?
Yes.
It's like a massive lagoon, people around having fun, nice warm water.
It is just spectacular, isn't it? Like, look at look at the water. It is insane. I don't know if you can see this in the water, but I think you can on camera. Yeah, it's a little puffer fish. Come up to us, say hello. Little tiny puffer. That's wild. Oh, and there's another one behind us. Well, you see them a little bit. Kind of hard to with the sun reflection, but pretty cool. So our area here that we set up our tent, or our shade, I guess, not really a tent, but it is a beautiful day out. Most of the people are already gone because this was an afternoon session and it's getting later in the day, probably around 4:30 or so. And speaking of that, we're getting ready to pack up ourselves, getting ready to collapse the tent and call it a day. It has been an amazing day here at Playa Balandra. It's time to go. We just saw the guy, there's a guy with a bullhorn that starts to tell everyone to leave, and he just walked past us. He heads over to where Alongo is, which is the mushroom-shaped rock that everybody takes their picture out here. And he's headed over there to start telling people that it's time to leave. So we're gonna head out a little bit earlier than that. So on the way in, we came in outside the rocks there. And it's getting a little deep now, so we're gonna stay up on the top a little bit, and then we'll cut into the water when we get around the corner here a bit. Lori and her mom are gonna stay up on the shore. I'm just gonna walk out here a little bit because it's not that deep. It's maybe a foot and a half deeper than it was when we came in. And then when you come back around the corner, you see how many people are still here. A lot busier over in this area because it's just easier to get to from the parking lot. But look how much beach is here. It is just beautiful. So much beach. If you brave it, you can walk over to those beaches or swim over. The boats are allowed to go to these last 2 beaches out here, but they're not allowed to go to the beach like here or any of these beaches over there. Those, no boats allowed, so they're allowed to go to those 2 beaches. Everything else is for the general public over here that pay the admission to come in to this, basically what's a state beach, or a, I don't know if it's a national beach, but it's definitely a state beach. right, we're just left the shop. We're heading down to the Malecon, doing a little walk, so a little 5 or 6 miler tonight, which should be good. But the NORRA race is finishing here. Actually, it's the second to last leg, so we're gonna go down and check out the cars. Ready?
We have never seen that.
Never seen it, so let's do it. All right, we've made it down to the Malecon, as you can see, walking along the water. And it's a beautiful day out. It is a little bit sticky, a little bit warm.
It is.
But we can see the stuff ahead here with all the cars. So this is gonna be kind of cool.
They're supposed to be arriving already, but we have not seen one.
Not one, yes. Between noon and 10
midnight.
tonight.
Oh no, 10, yeah, 10.
And it is already like 3 o'clock. Yeah, but we have not seen one.
Now we arrived at the NORRA race, and just before the finish line, they had a display of older Broncos. It was really cool. They ranged from well-kept daily drivers to highly restored and pristine show Broncos. Now, I'm not a Ford Bronco expert by any means, so I don't know the years of these vehicles, so we'd love to hear from people in the comments giving us the years of these really cool trucks.
And now we're heading into the race area. You can see there are a lot of people here kind of hanging out. And of course, that music is going to have to kill this video, so I'll have to put my own music in.
I was gonna say, don't tell it.
As we approached the finish line for this section of the race, we heard our first vehicle approaching. This is what I would consider a classic dune buggy style vehicle with a female driver named Betsy Anderson.
That is pretty cool.
Yes. And see the different kinds there.
Yes. They're going to be all finishing like with different vehicles here, because you're going to see motorcycles and the cars and the trucks and the combinations of whatever off-roady thing they could build. Even this cool old International Travelall was racing. I guess it's not a Travelall, it's the Traveler, not the Travelall. Sounds like another one's coming. Yeah, buddy. Check that thing out. This is the way that you get your pizzas delivered in 30 minutes or less. Check this out. Blockbuster video. Yeah, you can tell that guy's been racing for a while. This thing has the rust painted on it, which is awesome, making it look really old, and it's not. That is cool. So many different kinds of vehicles. Just a Razor Pro. Cool.
That doesn't like a racing kind.
Who knows what that is, but as you can tell, this guy might have had a little run-in with a rock somewhere. Oh, wow. And this is the one that we took video of earlier. That's the driver there. Betsy Anderson. That is awesome. A real old school off-road vehicle. All right, Lorena and I don't know anything about this stuff. We're not in this world, but we're assuming the guy who just pulled up is a famous driver in this world, because he is getting mobbed right now. Everybody is running over little kids and cameras in their face and everything else, so that is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to see what truck that is, Motul, and we'll find out who that driver is. It's vehicle 288. And maybe somebody in the comments will know.
They cannot even come out of the car.
Yeah, they can't even get out. That's wild. All right, the sun is right in our face, but now we're understanding why all of these trophy trucks and things get mobbed when they get here. A lot of the bigger teams, they have like cards, like a trading card almost thing, or maybe even stickers. And so when they pull up, all the kids rush the vehicles and try and get their sticker. Lori, how come you're not over there getting your sticker?
With all the little kids?
Yeah, you should be over there rushing in.
There's one coming.
Okay, all of this is very, very cool, but it's time for some ice cream.
It's hot.
It is hot, so while everyone is distracted down here, we're gonna run and get some ice cream.
And they're gonna keep arriving and arriving.
And they are gonna keep arriving, yes.
Oh, stop that. So annoying.
What the hell is
So annoying. And they sell those things. So annoying.
Yes, buy one of those for your kids, folks. All right, here's our ice cream place. Here, Lori loves it. Delicioso. Look at that delicious Chick-fil-A. That's what I'm talking about. And then some mint. So, little two scooper. All right, ice cream. Lori, wait till Lori's mouth's full. Speak, Lori, speak.
I'm speaking.
What did you get?
Pistachio.
Just pistachio, and then I got mint
With
mint with chocolate, and of course Chick-fil-A. I get weird bubblegum ice cream.
Always Chick-fil-A.
Always Chick-fil-A. Look at that. We're seeing almost more cars here eating ice cream than we did down there. Check this out. There's the Bronco, or one of the Broncos. Oh, that's not the same one. That's a different one.
Shelby Hollow. Or something.
What did it say?
I don't know.
Thanks, Lori. You've been a big help.
Shelby Hall of Road. Instead of Hall of Fame, it's Hall of Road.
It's pretty cool to be sitting down eating ice cream and watching all of these awesome off-road vehicles rolling through the city streets.
Old ambulance there, and obviously one of the race team's trailers. And we just saw one getting towed, so we're assuming he's probably with the guys that are just getting towed. That's kind of a cool rig. And you can see that it looks like a few more of the big racers have come in because it is packed down in here. Holy smokes. A couple of bugs here. These are pretty cool. Check these out. That is pretty awesome.
Now, this is not our normal wheelhouse, although both Lorena and I love vehicles of all kinds. We enjoy seeing communities of people coming together to share their love of racing or surfing or RVing or whatever it is they enjoy. Being around an event like this is always really, really fun. Lorena and I then grabbed a spot right at the finish line to watch a few more vehicles come through. And some of these vehicles were super high tech and others were held together with duct tape and twine. It was awesome. Now, one truck had an axle explode right at the finish line and they had to be pushed out of the way. It's hard to see the passenger front wheel in this shot, but it is not good. With any luck, that team will be able to get it fixed overnight and ready to race the final stretch from La Paz to San Jose del Cabo in the morning. This modern motors vehicle was made for a single driver. How cool is that? Again, we have no idea what we are looking at, but we saw everything from badass off-road trucks from Toyota, Ford, and Chevy to vehicles designed to be off-road only vehicles like Polaris RZRs, some Can-Am Mavericks, and more. And everything from personal off-road vehicles to full-on racing teams with all of the latest gear. And there were more than a few vehicles that looked like they may have had an altercation with a solid object.
So they've got the finish here, and you can see they still have some cars, so they're letting these guys know that they can come along. Guys, now they've brought a few of them down this side. This is not good for the racers. Makes the getting to the end a little bit slower. Kind of a weird setup. Another beautiful sunset here in La Paz.
I mean, sunsets are beautiful here.
Now, many of these vehicles had like emergency vehicle horns.
Couple more rolling in from town.
We could only assume that they use them out on the racetrack to let other vehicles know they're coming, because they are at times racing on normal roads.
We expect to see that most of the walk back to our spot, because we'll walk. It's not really the malecon where we're on, it's the road that the malecon is on, and I can never remember the name of it. Abastolo.
Oh, yeah, it took me a while, but I
there you
learned
go. And so they're coming in from the other end of town all the way down to Abastolo and into the malecon. So we're gonna see a few more of those on the way in. Should be fun. You can hear them coming long before they get to you. And, in a while, you've got a few racers on the other side of a stoplight waiting at the stoplight, which is pretty hilarious. Buenas tardes.
So as you can see, we had a great day at Playa Balandra. I don't know how you wouldn't have a great day. If you're looking for a great day at the beach, Playa Balandra is an absolute gorgeous spot to do it. The water tends to be warmer there because it's shallow. It's just crystal clear and turquoise, and it's just a great spot to spend the day at the beach. Also, hanging out at the NORRA race was kind of cool. It's something that Lorena and I don't do a whole lot, is go to events like that. So to just be caught up in the middle of it all while we were here was kind of cool. So that's all we've got for you in this one, folks. It would be awesome if you hung out with us a little bit, got to know us. That means you should hit that subscribe button. It'd be equally as cool if you joined our membership program, and we will see you in the next video.